Today I saw a kid with these long rat fingernails rake his dad's whole face. And I think it changed something in me. I think I had an epiphany. I feel like a whole new guy now, this whole new happy guy. I mean, you should see my body language here as evidence. I'm leaned back in my computer chair, fingers interlinked behind my head, ankles crossed over each other. I'm in hammock mode, and I never sit like this. All 'cause of that kid's slap scratch. I keep replaying it, down the whole cheek. The dad yelped once in a short, high-pitched chirp, like a car being locked with a key remote. And he hunched forward and pulled the front of his shirt up to dab his face for blood, exposing his stomach. And I saw his belly button. Or at least where the belly button is supposed to be. It was hidden by a flab crease, a long horizontal line bolded by shadow and black hair, and surrounded by a constellation of little red dots, or maybe some kind of pimples. It was disgusting. And meanwhile, the kid seemed pretty proud of his work, sitting there in the seat of his shopping cart. He screeched, giddily, I thought, and slapped down on his iPad, and pedaled his stumpy legs about in a little jig floating there in the air. My name is Dave, by the way. I'm 38 years old, and this was in the parking lot at ShopRite where I work, on Bristol Road in Bensalem, as the dad finished loading groceries into his car and tried loading his kid in last. And seeing all this from 15 yards away where I was standing, I was happy. I still am. I mentioned my posture, my beach-like sitting here, I don't know, catching rays or something. I really never sit like this. And I should say, too, I'm not a weird guy who likes violence or something. Total opposite, really. I hate it. I can't even stomach the Three Stooges. I just had them on the other night, those Stooges. I couldn't sleep and was flipping channels and landed on MeTV, and there they were. Those three brothers, I believe they are. The resemblance obvious enough, I think, with their no necks and lipless trumpeter mouths and matching sagging faces. Always older than how I think of them. They're 50 years old at least. Cramming dirty fingers into each other's eyes, slapping each other, the crisp noise of it filling my dark room. And I know it's supposed to be fun, the show, but lying there I'm thinking, what kind of brothers are these? They don't see they're all they got. I flipped over to Freeform after that, A Bug's Life, and I guess at some point I fell asleep. But anyway, something about today's assault with the kid and the dad and the fingernails, it really did feel profound, like I had an epiphany, like I said. But for it to make sense, I think I gotta zoom out and explain what's been going on with me first, in my bad life. Which I think I can do in 5 vignettes, 5 Dave vignettes. So I hope you hear me out here on the vignettes and the epiphany, because I think it could help you too. I don't think it's a Dave-centric epiphany, really. And truthfully, selfishly here, I'd hate it if you didn't make it to the end at this point. If you stopped short and left here thinking, that Dave's a pretty weird guy. Sees an assault and goes hammock mode. I really don't want you thinking that. So I'll just go ahead and get us started here, on the vignettes. Yeah, I'll just get started.
You're listening to The Brother From Raymond, a short story by Matt Schultz. Part 1, The ShopRite on Bristol Road in Bensalem, PA.
Once every 12 seconds in America, a shopping cart is stolen from a supermarket. This, in the retail world, is an epidemic. But like so many other stats, it's easy to hear it and think, how about that? And then move right past it. I do it all the time. 20% of bees enjoy play. I saw that one a while ago, and I was interested for a second, thinking of bees doing a somersault, bees jumping around, dog pile. Then I never thought about it again, until just now, I guess, to make this point. But the shopping cart thing, how one is stolen from a store every 12 seconds, I'm going to ask you to really think about this for a moment, about what that high rate of theft means practically for the people who work in a grocery store, about the domino effect.
Cart theft in the American grocery store. The domino effect. Indent. Domino 1.
For starters, obviously, if your carts are being taken, your store's overall number of carts are going to start to dwindle. What was once 180 carts in an average size store can reach levels as low as 20, and there are 15, or 12. And that's low. 12 is really very low. So what happens then?
Domino 2.
Everyone's going to start using the baskets.
Domino 3.
All the baskets are going to be gone. If everyone's using them, it'll be pretty rare to get in there and find a basket. Almost as rare as finding a cart. Which leads to the real problem here.
Domino 4. The real problem domino.
Shoppers will now try to carry their items sans cart, sans basket. They're going to try to be a hero, to cradle loose groceries in their arms, to stack up little pyramids of cereals and mac and cheeses and vitamin bottles and tuck the top items down with their chins. This, of course, does not work. See, your average shopper is no athlete. Your average shopper in America is 64 years old. I see them every day. Many are not well. Many have pain-swinging gaits like they're all shin. Many wear compression socks over heavy-looking lower legs that seem too thick for their body type. Many breathe only in sighs, or gasps, or coughs, or other whistling noises without specific names. Their posture is downward. Their eyes are red. They have band-aids places the young do not. Forearm, back of the hand, cheek, chin, neck. Front of the neck, I'm saying. Right on the Adam's apple. Yeah, many really are not well. So what do you think happens when droves of unwell 64-year-old shoppers try carrying around piles of loose groceries?
Domino 5, plus the rest of the dominoes after that.
Items will rain down. Deli ham clapping the tile. Campbell's Chunky thunking the floor. Jars of Alfredo sauce and marinara sauce and cocktail sauce falling and exploding on impact in puddles of soup and glass. Milks burst. Rotisserie chickens combust. Mopping is round the clock. Yellow tent signs close in. The negative Yelps will pile up. They'll complain about the no carts and the spills and the cleans, sure, but over time the Yelpers grow more frustrated, and soon they're belittling store employees themselves, singling them out by name, insulting so-and-so's gray teeth, or red overwashed hands, or hair transplant scar at the back base of the skull. Now everyone's on edge, defensive, self-conscious. No one meets another's eyes. The enemy is everywhere you look. This hell I'm describing, this was my ShopRite, all because of the carts being stolen. That's the domino effect, and it needed a solution.
The modern engineering triumph of the anti-theft shopping cart. A solution.
So about a month back, my boss, the store owner, he had no choice but to buy new carts, 200 of them, and this time he ponied up for the anti-theft kind. You may have seen these around. If the carts cross the edge of the parking lot, the wheels lock. It's becoming common, this anti-theft cart system. But a lot of people don't realize it's pretty complicated stuff. A thick computerized cable is involved. A fleet of white vans came and tore up the whole parking lot and buried this huge buzzing wire 2 feet down around the perimeter of the store. And the way it works is every few seconds, this cable sends an electromagnetic signal to the cart's wheels so they know when to lock. It's pretty interesting and impressive, I think, but it hasn't been without controversy.
The unforeseen controversies surrounding the anti-theft shopping cart.
Some folks here in the ShopRite did some Googling, and they reported back that this big buzzing cable uses the same technology as MRI machines. But since it has to cover the whole parking lot and endure the elements and last for decades, it's much, much more powerful. Radiation exposure has been a hot topic. Rumors of side effects run rampant. The meat department guys are running point there. It's Nico and Kev from Meats, and they're spreading all these rumors.
There's this Reddit, man, this electromagnetic shopping carts Reddit. These cables, the signals, the radiation, it's ruining lives.
People say the signals are shrinking their pores, soldering their pores, leaving their faces slick and solid as marble countertops. Chilly to the touch like marble countertops. Without pores, there's no sweat. Without those little holes, sweating is an impossibility. Could a car hood sweat? Could a microwave door sweat? That's the crux of the issue, as far as pores.
They're experiencing dizzy spells, man. Violent, whooshing dizzy spells that last hours, where your best bet is to lie flat on your stomach and pray it stops. And if you need to get around, you can really only worm like this way and that, like some worm or something. Imagine getting a spell while driving, man. Gotta get out on the highway and lie down, chin in the gravel, and here comes a state trooper asking, what gives? And you gotta worm your way over to him? Explain yourself as a worm, as a bug, essentially. You're not supposed to look a state trooper in the eye like a bug. You're supposed to look a state trooper in the eye like a guy.
Confusion is nigh. It really is nigh is the word, One guy said he spent a whole morning looking at a key fob, like, what, so it's a great piece, a roundish great piece? What does that symbolize? He didn't know what it was. He really thought the fob was more of a symbol than anything.
We should be wearing lead vests like at the dentist. We should wear goggles. We should at least have some sort of kind of goggle or something. If we pool together money, I'll do an Amazon order, honest. I'm down to do it for the goggles, but I just need the money, like right now, like up front. I just do. I don't want to be left in the lurch, so if I could get the money, that would be great.
And Reddit says lawyers are already circling. They smell blood. They're licking their chops. They've been cited. Lawyers have. Driving by the supermarket slowly, windows down, hoping they see some limping or nosebleeds. They're slapping their palms on their car doors in a, give me something good type of way. Then they speed off.
There'll be a mass tort in 20 years. Yep. By then, we'll all have small, hard, red noses like lifelong alcoholics and discharge strings hanging out of our eyes like old dogs. And the lawyers will see these deformities as lumps of gold, man. We really should be wearing lead vests. I think that's a perfectly fine place to start, is the lead vest, from Amazon. If I get the money up front, if you hand over like a couple bucks.
But I don't know if I really buy any of that stuff. I think if you look hard enough for problems, you'll probably find a couple. But honestly, even if these side effects are real, I don't have time to worry about them. That's down the road type stuff. And these new carts are impacting my life very badly right now.
The unforeseen controversies surrounding the anti-theft shopping cart, Dave specific.
See, my job here at this ShopRite, my official title, is Courtesy Associate. It sounds not that bad. Associate, a nice associate. But it is without a doubt the lowest paid and least respected job in this store. I take out the trash, I crush boxes in the baler, I mop up Alfredo puddles, and maybe most importantly, I maintain the carts in the parking lot, the flow of them, their organization. I'm the man in the bright orange vest. I am the carts guy.
I am the carts guy.
And this responsibility is why my boss has been getting so mad at me in recent weeks. Every Saturday morning for the last 5 Saturdays straight, we've all arrived to work to find that one of our brand new shopping carts has gone missing.
Missing.
Well, not missing, I guess. I know where it is. The cart always ends up in the same front yard of a house 3 blocks away. The house is empty and in the middle of being flipped, so the front yard is all dark, wet mud, and chewed up black shingles, and fat bent nails, and clear black and mild wrappers, and empty 5-hour energies scattered around, all red and swollen like gout thumbs. Plus the cart, always flipped on its side like it was tossed there willy-nilly. Everyone in the ShopRite is baffled by this. They say it's impossible. How can our anti-theft cart, our expensive and powerful cart designed to not get far away, keep getting so far away? But I see no mystery here. Nothing supernatural. To me, this is pretty cut and dry. You see it, don't you? It's the teens.
Teens.
The town's teens are coming in the night. I can see it vividly in my mind. They drive a tan minivan, the back seats down, 9 or 10 teens piled inside, squatting and hooting and hollering and punching the car ceiling to the rhythm of rap caviar. They're absolutely amped knowing they're about to make someone's life slightly worse. Mine, I'm saying. And that juice has them brainstorming other small acts of terror they can unleash soon thereafter.
It's Six Flags Fright Fest this year, and the scare actors are not allowed to touch you no matter what. Like, what if we threw coins at them? Vampire hops out to scare us, and we spray coins, overhand coins, and he slinks off like ducking, and he's completely pinged. Vampire's like, there's a lot of change. They have tons of change, and he couldn't do jack about it. He's just getting pinged.
What's stopping us from getting like 300 11th graders and just standing around one guy? Imagine that guy. He'd be like, oh, what's this now? A bunch of guys are here? We go full crow. We just pick someone and go full crow. We could set out a particle for something like this.
Yo, how about an arcade like the shooting games? We cut the black umbilical cord that the fake gun's attached to, and we could like bring a serrated steak knife and cut the cord, and we take the guns. That way the game doesn't make any sense. Without the guns, it's just like a tall TV, a tall Terminator themed TV with like black cords flopping out in the front. Good luck even selling that. Good luck on Facebook Marketplace trying to sell that on Facebook.
How about we track dog shit all throughout the bowling alley? Seems impossible, right? They give you shoes. How could you track dog shit in there, in the lanes, by the snack stand? The dog shit's really caked in the carpet area. How could this happen? Well, that's what we'd have to figure out. That's pie in the sky. That's shooting for the moon. That's logistics we aren't ready for, but it's how we should be thinking. We should be thinking in these terms.
I don't get why everyone keeps talking after I said my idea. Fright Fest! The scary guys legally can't do anything physical. We could put like a clown guy in an armbar and all he can do is squirm. He says, cut it out. And then by then, like his regular voice, he'd be so shook, he's not even doing a scary type voice. It's not like a hoarse scary type voice. It's like his voice. It's his regular voice.
I think my ideas are the best. I love collaborating with everyone, but my ideas have been the best. I'm gonna make a Google Doc for us, and my ideas will be the ones at the top. I swear to God.
I can see them skirting into the parking lot, pulling a shopping cart into the van, doing a few wild celebratory donuts, then screeching down the street where the teens stop and on the count of 3, hoist the cart into this brown front yard. Then they speed off into the darkness, squatting and laughing and thumping the car roof to wrap caviar until their knuckles bleed. You're probably wondering why though, right? Where's the payoff for them? And I think it comes the next day. And I think they're watching me. Yeah, I think these teens are getting a real sadistic kick out of seeing me, a defeated and frowning and almost 40-year-old carts guy, having to locate this cart, and with its locked wheels making it the weight of a formal banquet table, wrestle it an inch at a time the long 3 blocks back to the store. I haven't spotted their vantage point yet, but I'm sure they're in one of these houses, all 9 or 10 of them, ducking behind curtains, laughing at my little grunts and whinnies and private whimpers. And their laughs crescendo when I slip, which I did 3 times this morning, on dead leaves, slick and slidey from overnight rain, and take a tumble, each time my shirt riding up, revealing the pale, doughy flesh of my lower back and womanish hips, before I yank my orange vest back down to cover myself.
Oh, yo! This boy's got childbearing hips!
Hourglass looking guy.
Cart's bitch is pretty thick too, though.
Mr. Voluptuous over here taking a tumble.
Send that video in the group text of his curves, of him being embarrassed by all his odd, shapely curves.
I love our group text. It's like the Wild West in our group text for real. For real.
I'm no wild stallion, not anymore. I can admit I've been broken by this job, and by my life too, I guess. And I was feeling pretty down about everything as I returned the missing cart this morning, when I saw the rodent boy maul his dad's face. And that's when everything kind of changed for me. But I think it's worth backing up a bit. It wasn't just the teens getting me down. Everything at work, that stuff's just the tip of the iceberg. See, until this morning, I was in the midst of the worst 14 months of my life. I thought of it as Dave's darkness. And things were good before, which I think is what made it all feel so dark. I'd lie awake most nights wondering if I could ever get back to that time, to the good, 14 months back, before I was sent to prison. To prison.